Welcome to the Simply Authentic podcast with Angie and Tanya, where we hope to inspire you to dream big and push past your fear, empower you to take charge of your own life, and challenge you to be the most authentic self you can be. Welcome to this week's episode of In the Neighborhood, where we take a visit to local neighborhoods and check out the businesses there, the food there, all the great things that make that neighborhood unique.
Basically, Angie and I get together. We decide where we want to have lunch or where we want to have a cocktail, where we should have some dessert or go to a brewery.
Yeah.
So essentially, we're visiting all these fun places and calling it In the Neighborhood.
Yes, and under the guise of work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
I love that you point that out. So, Angie, get us started with where we started that day.
We went to Cherry and Pickwick.
Yes.
And I know probably a lot of our listeners are familiar with the area because it's, you know, that Roundtree, the entry to Roundtree school district and the cool homes that are in that area. But it's such an eclectic little pocket neighborhood there at the corner of Cherry and Pickwick.
It is. It just makes you feel good. And I think it also is known for that when all these businesses came into play down there, and a lot of them have been there for years and years, it started to create this community feeling. And as I was researching some of these businesses just to know how long they'd been in business, it was fun to see that almost every single one of their website or their Facebook page mentioned community. So, and I think that that's a big topic right now with us.
Right.
And really anywhere you read anything or you're talking to local business owners, there's a lot of community ideas out there.
Exactly. And they can work together to make, like I think they have a separate festival there, just a little fest that they do. And when they can join together, all those businesses, they can create something that's bigger and better for the community as a whole.
Yeah.
So we started out with a late lunch at T-Bar and Bites, and this has been owned by Colleen since 2004. So it's a great little place, small plates, salads. I had a salad there. It was delightful. Just you know, it's your typical
Tea room atmosphere.
That's a good way. And they do have a patio outside, so you can do some outdoor seating there. It resembles an old home, so you know that establishment itself. I'll spit it out in a minute. The establishment itself is kind of blocked off into the rooms, looks like the living room and the dining room. So it's very eclectic and interesting, and the food's great.
Yeah. And I've never been down there for dinner. Have you been down there for a dinner?
No.
Okay. Well, when I was looking up her Facebook page and her website, she has Friday night dinner specials from 5:30 to 8:30, and they are chef inspired.
Oh.
Her website says Sunday brunch is coming back.
Oh.
And
That's
we need
good.
more
We
brunch
do.
places in this area.
Choices are limited.
They are. And then she also has themed dinners that will be announced where there's live music, chef-inspired meals again, great for groups of friends that you want to take down there. I think maybe a turtle dinner should be down there.
We should do that. Yeah.
So anyway, their food is high quality. It's a great patio to sit on if the weather's appropriate. So make sure you go down and visit T-Bar and Bites.
Yeah.
We walked up the sidewalk, and Culture Flock, if you've not heard of that, it was located in Galloway for the last 5 years, and one of my friends, Summer Trottier, is a co-owner of it, and they had been in Galloway for 5 years. They've been in business for 10, and they just needed a change. It was time for a change, and so they moved down to that area. Yeah. And it sounds like they moved down there based on what I read on articles online for the same reason of the community and the walkability.
Yes. I think it's a great fit for them. I never got to visit them when they were in Galloway, but walked into the shop, cute little shop, and I think it just makes perfect sense.
I agree. I think their foot traffic down there will obviously be way more than what it was in the Galloway area. There's a lot of foot traffic in Galloway, but it's on the trail. So you're on the
on a
move.
mission.
You're not necessarily shopping. So
Right.
I'm excited to see how they can grow down there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Then we went on down to Cherry Pickers. And if you listen to our episode with Michelle Billions, you know that we talked about Cherry Pickers. She is one of the owners of Cherry Pickers. And I will tell you, if you go down there on a weekend night and when it's cold and you have to sit inside, you will make friends very quickly, right? It's
Yes,
small.
it's small. Yes.
But it's cozy and small.
Yes, it is. It just has this vibe to it that is right up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
And by that, I mean, you get kind of a small eclectic bar vibe, but yet it's a package store. So you can buy your favorite bottle of wine there. They serve food and they serve obviously drinks. They have a full bar in there, or you can get a glass of your favorite wine.
Yeah.
What we have?
I had a spritzer.
Yes.
Because I specifically asked if they had anything, and she said, "Well, I've got this drink that resembles a spritzer," and it was very refreshing. It was a hot day when we were down
It was
there on a
really
afternoon,
hot.
Friday
Yeah.
afternoon, and it was very refreshing.
Yeah, and I think I stuck with Prosecco, and
Yeah.
it was delicious.
And
of
we
course.
sat outside. They have a lovely picnic area or a outdoor seating area. Picnic tables and it's just a great place to people watch there on the
really
corner.
is.
It
I
really was.
agree. Yeah. So we love Cherry Pickers.
Yeah.
So then we walked down to Ellecor
Yeah.
Interior Designs, and that is located in a little house, a little bungalow house.
Yeah.
And
they originally, well, I shouldn't say originally. I know that they were down at Farmers Park for a while.
Yes.
I think that's where
Agree.
they originally went, and we're probably down there for 5 years or so, I would guess. And then again, probably a really great move because it's right down there with all the architectural uniqueness of the Roundtree neighborhood, and they do a lot of interior design and do specialize in remodels and custom furniture and things like that. Their kitchen setup, we marveled at their kitchen setup. They had a little banquet table in the corner with the corner seating, and it was really cute.
we stood in there and talked for probably 20 minutes.
We probably did.
And made
Yeah.
ourselves at home.
We really did.
So,
And
yeah.
they didn't kick us out.
They
So,
didn't. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they've got such cute designs in there. Great local artists on the walls. So
Yes.
it's worth checking out when you're down there.
Yeah.
And I see their signs in yards of new construction or remodels a lot. There's a house that caught on fire in my neighborhood, and they're rebuilding it now, and Ellecor's signs out in the yard.
Okay.
So I'll be anxious to get an invite to that house
Check it out.
after they're done.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it will be gorgeous.
Yeah.
So then we had to go have a beer.
Yeah, we did. At one of my favorite breweries, honestly, Tie and Timber just has a really great atmosphere, and talk about outside seating and live music and all of that. It's a great place.
Great vibe. And I was looking up articles on 417, or I was looking up articles and came to a 417 magazine article, and they were named one of the best patios in the area.
I can see why.
And they truly do just have one of the best outdoor patios. And during COVID, I know that they redid their attached patio to their building, if that's the
Right.
right way to say that, with big roll down tarps. So in the wintertime, they can close that place in, warm it up with heaters, and have that extra space. But in the summer, this time of year, those are rolled up, and it's just one great big open patio to their yard that has picnic tables and yard games out there. And it's just, I just love that place. And they
I
have
do
live
too.
music.
Live music, always great entertainment there on the weekends. And again, because they're a brewery, they do not serve food.
Right.
But there's so many food choices around that
Yes.
little area. Team Taco is right across the street.
I've done that.
Yeah, I
Walked
have too.
over, got
Great food.
tacos, came
Yeah.
back to drink a beer.
And listen to music.
And
yeah.
listen to music. I wanted to promote Tie and Timber's slogan. It's life is already complex enough. Beer shouldn't be.
Absolutely.
That resonates with me.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, your other food choices down there, we didn't get to, but we want to give a shout out to them. Emo's Pizza and Scully's Ramen, which is a noodle bowl place. And then I also wanted to point out that Pickwick Underground Framing is there. They've been at that location for many years. Owner Lori Knowlton is a friend of mine, used to be in a networking group with me, and just good people and do great work there. So wanted to give a shout out to them.
Awesome. It was a great day. One of the last things I'll say about it in my research of the area is there is a Airbnb above, I believe could be above Culture Flock. I wasn't positive which building, but there was an article online that talked about these two husband and wife owners buying one building, and then another building came up, and they had local businesses there at one time, and that business has since went out. However, there is an Airbnb up there, and I've never heard that. Have you heard that?
No, I did not know that. Yeah, that'd be a cool place to stay.
It really would be.
Yeah.
And I would think that they'd stay full because you always have the walkability right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Plenty to do.
So it was fun.
It was fun.
And please be listening for our In the Neighborhood version next time, because we might just come to your neighborhood, or we'll talk about some place that you've not been locally and you'll want to go visit that place as well.
All right. Thanks again to Gershwin Mortgage. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Authentic podcast. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Be sure to listen to us on your favorite podcasting app.